Let's do this.
I'm doing whatever Adele is doing.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
Follow my lead. Follow my
your
lead.
lead.
Swag. Let them know. Let them know. 2026. Let them know.
Yo, look at my boots. That's all I want to show you people. Look at my boots.
That's what. This is what the vigilantes will wear, though. For those who know, you know. That's what's up. You know, you have to be up at night. Anybody will do anyhow, you match up.
I'll match up.
That kind of thing.
I go match up.
Stop it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday, and you know how it is every Friday. People are already celebrating that the weekend is here. But Lagos traffic is doing the most, and everyone is already mentally checked out for the weekend. Well, we're still here to give you the biggest conversations. But before you shut down, the entertainment world is still, it still has more conversations that we need to dissect, and we need to break them down. Welcome to Take 3, where we help you beat the frustration from traffic with our vibes, energy, and hot gist that matters. I'm Adewa, aka the voice of God.
Adewa, this top that you're wearing, I feel like it's going to look better on me though.
I think
I would wear it, but I'd like put a pop sock.
You put pop sock.
But it's gonna be gone for me.
Guys,
be gone for me.
Today, we're turning our attention to the global stage as the Oscar 2026 nominations drop like it's hot. Let's talk about the snubs, the surprises, and the movies that everyone is arguing about online. Shola Thompson is on standby to join in on this conversation. You might be curious to know how this reflects where the film industry is actually headed. My name is Kate Adeogun.
And I'm Ekemini Jane. You've heard it all, but I'm more excited about the weekend, and I bet you are too. So whether you're stuck in traffic, we're sorry, or you're already planning your weekend, stay with us. But remember, you can join the conversation with us at News Central TV across all platforms. We're live on YouTube, and you can also drop your messages on WhatsApp. The number is on your screen right now. We'll read them in as they come. But first, let's start with E-News.
Ta-da! Nice one.
Today, in the world of entertainment, Afrobeat heavyweight Wizkid and Asake have officially released their collaborative project titled Real Volume 1, sending fans into a frenzy across streaming platforms. The EP blends Wizkid's laid-back global sound with Asake's energetic street pop style, showcasing a fusion of Afrobeat, Amapiano influences, and soulful melodies. Meanwhile, the 4-track project featuring Turbulence, Jogodo, Iskolodo, and Alaye hit #1 on Apple Music Nigeria's top albums chart in just 5 hours, the fastest ever for a midnight release. Jogodo set Spotify Nigeria records with the biggest streaming week, 1.388 million single-day streams and 10 million global streams in under 7 days. Wizkid's smooth flow on Turbulent and the stylish video have fans sharing playlists, while the collaboration highlights their strong chemistry produced by top talents like Magic Sticks. Moving on, Yeni Kuti, daughter of Fela and Anikulapo Kuti, has weighed in on the ongoing tension between Wizkid and her brother Seun Kuti, offering a calmer perspective. She described Wizkid as a paddy, that is a friend, and suggested that the issue may have been blown out of proportion. Yeni emphasized the importance of dialogue and mutual respect, noting that disagreements should not overshadow shared goals of promoting African music and culture globally. Meanwhile, social commentator Veridak Man has publicly criticized Wizkid over remarks perceived as dismissive toward Afrobeat pioneer Fela Anikulapo Kuti. VDM accused the singer of disrespecting a cultural icon whose legacy laid the foundation for modern Afrobeats. The comments have sparked intense debate online, with fans split between defending Wizkid's right to express his opinion and insisting that Fela's influence deserves unquestioned respect. Veteran musician Sir Shina Peters has fired back after Pastor Matthew Ashimolo compared his life progress to that of billionaire businessman Jim Ovia. Shina Peters described the comparison as unfair and misplaced, stressing that success should not be measured solely by wealth. He defended his legacy, pointing to his lasting impact on Nigerian music and culture, while urging public figures to be mindful of how their words can diminish creative contributions. Now to one issue that has gotten social media ablaze for weeks. A nurse reportedly employed by Senator Ned Nwoko has denied allegations of assault within the household, countering claims with allegations of drug abuse by the accuser. The nurse insisted that no physical abuse occurred and maintained that the senator never assaulted anyone under her watch. The development adds another layer to an already controversial domestic dispute that continues to generate widespread public attention and debate online. Now away from Nigeria, Ghanaian rap star Kwesi Arthur has raised concerns about an alleged threat to his life, prompting worry among fans and industry colleagues. In a public statement, the artist hinted at feeling unsafe, though details surrounding the alleged threat remain unclear. Supporters have since urged authorities to investigate, while others call for improved security for public figures that are facing rising safety concerns. Now on the international scene, R&B singer Trey Songz has filed a lawsuit against law enforcement officers following his arrest at a Kansas City Chiefs NFL game in 2021. The singer alleged excessive force and wrongful treatment during the incident, claiming his rights were violated. Police previously stated he became uncooperative, a claim that Trey Songz disputes. The legal battle now shifts to court, where the incident will be re-examined. On a final note, former Fugees rapper Pras Michel has been denied release while awaiting the outcome of his appeal following his conviction in a high-profile political conspiracy case. A judge ruled that Pras must remain in custody, citing the seriousness of the charges and legal considerations. The decision marks another major setback for the artist, whose legal troubles have overshadowed his once celebrated music career. Now you are up to date on the latest happenings in the world of entertainment.
All right, welcome back. It's still Take 3 and we're here to take you on a ride. Now let's start with the Oscars. The 2026 Oscars nominations are out and the conversations are already heating up. Who is leading the race? Who is being snubbed? And who's most likely taking home gold on the Oscar night? To break it down, we're going to be joined with filmmaker and movie critic, well, he doesn't like to be called that again, but Shola Thompson. And as we dive into the nominations, the frontrunners, and predictions shaping this award season. So, with a grand Take 3 welcome, we would say, welcome, Shola Thompson.
Okay. You caught the vibe.
You caught the vibe. That's what's up. Shola, how you doing?
Yeah. I'm good, man. I'm very good. I'm chilling, excited about the
I love it. I see the smile on your face. It's like this is your season, man. Yeah, this is your time. Let's talk about the Oscars. let's dissect this matter once and for all. Now the nominations are out, right?
Yeah.
So the nominations are out, and Ryan Coogler's Sinners has broken, huge record, 16 nominations, setting a new record ahead of La La Land and the Titanic. Wow. So what do you make of this? Did you expect that a movie like this will make such an impact?
Well, if I'm honest, I didn't expect it to make such an impact. It's a fantastic movie. It is a filmmaking at its finest. The cinematography, from the cinematography to the music to the screenplay, and then just the story progression, and then the undertone of the hidden the subtext. The movie's heavy with subtext about Black people and also the way we see religion. It's very heavy. It has many different subtexts, and it's not too on the nose, and it doesn't insist upon itself when it's trying to just give us that particular experience. So I think, I want to say I was expecting, but I knew it was going to be nominated for sure. But the amount of nominations, no, I didn't really expect Mr. Dilroy to be nominated for Best Supporting Actor, or even Wunmi Mosaku to be nominated for Best Supporting Actress. Of course, because of what Michael B. Jordan did with playing two guys, I guess that's expected. I think, and this is my own honest opinion, I think it is just going to be...
we would humbly take it. We'll humbly take it. It's okay.
That's so nice. So, okay. For the Oscars, they had about 24 categories. Shola, which category do you think is already decided, and which one is still wide open in your own perspective?
easily, Best Picture is going to One Battle After Another. I don't think anybody can argue that. Best Picture is going to One Battle After Another. Best Director is going to Paul Thomas Anderson. Best Animation is going to K-pop Demon Hunters. Best Foreign Film is going to The Night Agent, or The Secret Agent, I think. And that's Best Foreign Film for sure. What else? Best cinematography, Best Screenplay, Adapted Screenplay, most likely will go to Sinners, because they have to give it that, I feel Matty Supreme, what's his name, Mr. Chalamet, Timothy Chalamet is going to win Best Actor. Best Supporting Actress, I think it's not Weapons. So let me put it this way. One of the things I did was, on my page, I actually get to review movies. I'm not trying to boast, but I did say the movies that I figured these ones would be nominated for Oscars, because it just felt like the performances and the time they took in to actually create what they created. Stunning stuff. Tiana Taylor, I don't think she's going to win Best Supporting Actress, although it might be a shocker. Here's why I say so. Because she needs the right director to get to bring out her performances, how great her performance is.
I was saying the same thing.
Before this, in the movie she did with Tyler Perry, I'm sorry, I'm not a big Tyler fan. I think Tyler Perry it's like he makes drugs for Black people, and he doesn't necessarily do the type of movies that would elevate Black people. I think the movies are always just very, and I have a problem with that. But I feel Tiana Taylor, even the movie after, that's the movie with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, you see that movie as well, and you realize it's just Tiana Taylor doing her thing. So I don't see a case where, because of what's happening before, One Battle After Another and after, I don't see a strong case. But here's a weird, or should I say, here is an awkward take, and it's a conspiracy theory of some sorts. If you remember, Halle Berry won for Best Actress for doing Monsters Ball, right? Yeah. And what did they position her as? It was a woman who fell in love, or basically gave herself to a Caucasian person because, and then it was in an awkward situation. Yeah. And that's basically the same thing Tiana Taylor is doing with One Battle After Another. So I will not be surprised if she actually gets for Best Supporting Actress. I would not be surprised at all. But yeah.
So if she gets it, are you saying she doesn't deserve it? Are you saying
is that political choice?
I don't think she would be deserving of it. I think she's lucky to. I think it's great that she's nominated. I knew she was going to be nominated because One Battle After Another, they brought out a performance that was intense. Yes. But what I'm saying is, the Oscars usually there's a style, and whether we like it or not, culture always just keeps going. What I mean by that is, there's a culture with how Black women have to be inside particular movies for them to be regarded as, okay, all right, let's give you one of those Oscars. So trust me, after this, Tiana Taylor still needs a lot of work to actually be strongly considered as I'm a strong Oscar contender. I'm a fantastic actress. And I'm pretty sure movies after this will prove that if she's under the wrong hands, she's going to be Tiana Taylor. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Because she's had an interesting year, if you ask me. She has had an interesting year. She had her first Golden Globes nomination, and then she won. She had about 9 or 6 nominations for the NAACP Awards as well. So it's been quite a lot for her. I'm happy that she got nominated. If she wins, fine. If she doesn't, that's okay.
She's on a run.
Absolutely. I mean, as you said, the NAACP, I'm not trying to disregard the importance, but it's also for One Battle After Another. In One Battle After Another, with the editing and then the director, that's why I know that this guy is going to win Best Director. Apart from the fact that he's an amazing director, and even just the cinematography is spectacular. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to have Sinners they have a lot of nominations, but they're probably going to go home with just about 3 to 4. 3, 3 to 4.
Out of 13? Out of 13?
Or less. Trust me.
Why is that?
So the thing is, it is mostly, you'd realize that it's like, look, we recognize you. We're recognizing you that you guys did great. We recognize Sinners, but that's what they're doing. It's just going to be recognized. But then as far as the major awards, no.
Okay.
It's not going to
So this thing you've said now, it's actually,
Just shook us.
you set a lot of things in my mind, because yes, Sinners has come out with all these nominations, and people are looking forward to seeing how many they will take home.
Yeah.
Now let's look at the director category now. Do you think the Academy is rewarding, the vision, technical craft, or streams and popularity this year? Because Sinners was a
Everywhere.
big contender when it comes to streaming numbers and popularity. So
And they're bringing it back as well.
So tell us, what do you think about that directing category?
So the directing category, I would have to say, Sinners, it's like this. Imagine like if with the Oscars, people weren't watching the Oscars as much. The ratings, the views started dipping. They started giving it like, okay, you're at the Oscars, okay, you be cool. We will go this way. Do you know what I mean? In fact, you realize that it was back in the days. If you rewind 10 years, Sinners wouldn't have been nominated. Weapons would be nominated for anything. Even Black Panther being nominated for Best Picture. Even Angela Bassett, because they were more rigid back in the days. Even when it comes to the way the critics used to rate movies, it was more rigid back in the days. But then when they realized that that rigidity was affecting cinema, but when they realized that, look, these type of movies are required for cinema, or else, look at COVID. When COVID came through, it almost killed cinema. But thanks to movies like The Avengers, that most of those critics turn their noses up to, not good enough. All of a sudden, they realize, okay, look, this is still cinema. So we have to recognize it. You realize even like the Emmy saying, okay, yeah, they are giving you for best podcast. They're understanding that you cannot alienate or remove popularity, not even popularity per se, but we cannot turn our noses up to some particular types of movies just because it's a horror genre. Horror genres don't typically even get nominated, but that's what was happening with Weapons and even Sinners. So I respect the director category. I know it's going to be Paul Thomas Anderson, but this guy should, as far as best cinematography, it's going to be between Paul Thomas Anderson and Mr. Ryan
Coogler.
Yeah. Ryan Coogler, I beg your pardon. Yeah.
I can't wait.
That's for director, right?
No, I can basically tell you, if there was a way to bet, to say this is how I would make a lot of money, because it's simpler this year. Even for Best Actress, there are some snubs, right? For Best Actress, they didn't nominate Julia Roberts, and I'm happy they didn't, because you see that movie After the Hunt was a Raz movie, right? You can watch it on Prime. It's on Prime, I think. And that affected her. Do you know what I mean? Even at the Emmy, she was nominated, but as good as she might have been, the movie wasn't exactly great. A big snub that I felt a bit, was for Smashing Pumpkins, Mr. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because he was nominated at the Emmy, and also at the Golden Globes. I mean, the Emmy is not here, but the fact that he wasn't nominated for an Oscar, I'm pretty sure it pinched him. Like, but one movie that I think one of your Mr. Saragay, he's a presenter on there on News Central, right? We were chatting about this movie Train Dreams, and it was like, Shola, Train Dreams, like, we thought it was boring. I was laughing. I'm like, that movie is so fantastic. I knew it was going to be nominated for an Oscar, and just as I predicted, it is nominated for Best Picture. It is a movie that, if not for one battle after another, it's one of those movies that you watch. That anyway, that's just something I thought to put out there.
It seems you're a total huge fan of One Battle After Another. It's like that movie is your number one movie on this category, on this list. Yeah. It's like you've been rooting.
Absolutely.
What?
It was good.
One Battle After Another is like, I don't know how to break it down to you. You see, Paul Thomas Anderson is he's the genius, right? But then what he does is movies that get you to think, and then movies that are stylish, and then in One Battle After Another, it's almost like an action thriller, and he still tries to give you the Oscar-worthy movie, but still make it an action thriller with the editing, with his music, right? The score. I think he might even take on Best Score, but it might be Sinners. Or who knows, maybe even the other contenders. But beyond that, it is his style. So it's like this. Let me put it this way. The reason Sinners also is actually highly regarded is the method, the style in which this guy makes his IMAX cameras work for him. Mr. Ryan Coogler is amazing. But you see, that's as far as the technical aspect is concerned. But as far as the art of filmmaking, when you're looking at like an artist that's painting, an artist that's putting things together as far as story progression and just the way the stories are told, neglecting just your typical editing styles. That's Mr. Paul Thomas Anderson. It's almost as if he reinvents himself Because if you look at his old movies, you say, okay, yeah, this resembles something he's done in the past. Hardly. You know, it's basically just he's an artist. He's a true artist, and he's going to take home the prize.
So the court.
It's like, oh, okay, yeah, congratulations. Anybody that's nominated by your side is lucky. But yeah, one battle after another is going to win a lot.
Okay.
Hey.
Congratulations,
Hey.
congratulations.
Oh my God.
We will see.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So I want to ask, how much do you think that the Critics Awards and early wins would, influence the end results? Because I know that for you, there are people who are a shoe in there, categories that you're like, nah, let everybody go home. But do you think that like the Critics Awards and early wins will affect the end result?
Okay, you mean like the other awards?
The other awards,
Yeah.
that have they've gone home with.
No, I think I doubt that. No, the Oscars like to be, they like to be different in their own ways. You realize that there are some movies, for example, Rotten Tomatoes might rate some movies 72%, but then these are Oscar-winning movies. Do you know what I mean? They will win at the Oscars because with the Oscars, it is beyond just So let me put it like this: you also have to have like political statements.
Yeah.
And one battle after another is about guys who are going against the government, and the way the government is basically trying to, it's like there's a so with what's going on in America right now with ICE, one battle after another basically touches on that. Where they have camps where they are trying to just get rid of illegal immigrants. Already, based on its political, social political, commentary, it's already just a shoo-in. Do you get what I mean? So those are the terms. Also, if you're doing something a bit different with your cinematography, that helps you, that gives you a shoo-in.
Yeah.
And if your performance is also pretty good as well. Leonardo DiCaprio was great. Benicio del Toro, with the little time that he had, amazing. Yeah. Chase Infinity, that's the the lady who plays DiCaprio's daughter. I'm surprised she didn't get nominated. A lot of people found that shocking because she's been nominated with other awards, and it would have been nice, just to see her do a thing. But still, doesn't take away from the fact that even Sean Penn's performance, I think it's a career best performance, but then people might disagree. But the reason I say that is because he actually looks like he used his new age the right way to look like that annoying, demented, and I put it in my review.
Really annoying, demented human.
Yeah.
So Shola, because a lot of people had expectations for some certain films and actors to be, nominated this year based off other awards that they have, won, and I was thinking, for me, I don't think I agree with you saying that Tiana Taylor might not be, the right person to go home with that award. I agree. Yeah, I think so myself. But are there some other actors that you feel that, okay, they were not even nominated at all, but with the work they had put in last year, they should at least get some sort of recognition on this award? Do you have, like, off the top of your head, any one or two actors that you feel?
The Rock Johnson, that one was a bit shocking. The fact that they keep dissing Mr. Adam Sandler. He was actually good in
Adam Sandler.
I think they don't take comedic roles seriously.
Yeah, you see, exactly.
That's the thing with the Oscars.
Comedic roles.
You have to be brooding, or they're gonna snub you.
He wasn't even just comedic. He was nice. His performance in the movie with George Clooney, it was actually pretty nice. And then he was nominated for a good film as well.
Yeah.
He wasn't even nominated in this case. And guess what? This thing hurts these people, right? It's a prestigious award. And it does affect them, like, oh wow, are you guys trying to say? So it's always very annoying when they don't get nominated. And then I think I also mentioned Chase Infinity as well. Regina Hall. I loved Regina Hall.
Yeah.
Regina Hall, yes.
One battle after another.
One battle after another.
She was really
Lovely.
I'm surprised this lady didn't get nominated, though. I thought she was also pretty nice, which brings me to my conspiracy theory as to
Share
that the lady in Sinners, our lovely white lady in Sinners. So I think, as with the Oscars, long-standing tradition will always stay. And that's why I said Tiana Taylor was nominated, I believe, because just like with Halle Berry, she's given herself to the white guy.
Hey.
In this case, we have Our Lady of Sinners just basically oogling over her black co-star in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this your conspiracy.
Trust me, it's still. What is that? That's.
We might need to watch it.
But well, I think because of
It happens. It does happen.
public opinion and probably public favorite, a lot of people expect that for sinners to get these amount of nominations, then there's a possibility that they should be going home with maybe you said
The highest
3
marks.
or less. They should be going home with the highest.
A decent amount.
People are saying they should be going home with
10
the
at
highest.
least.
But okay, Shola, before you give us your thoughts on that, we'll go on a quick break. When we come back, we're still going to look at the Golden Globes because it is well. We'll be right back after this break.
Sure.
Now, remember, we were talking about the Oscars, right? You can leave your comments on our YouTube. You can leave us a WhatsApp message. We want you to be part of the conversation. So, guys.
Is the
Yeah.
Well, that traffic was a lot. Though.
That was a lot.
It was. And like
actually
Israel said,
encountered the
guys,
traffic.
literally the traffic is right at our gate.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't
In
even
front
move
of us.
past the office gate. So if we call it a day after take 3, we're going to be stuck for a minute.
Yes, this is the traffic.
Yeah, so guys, this is the traffic building up, as Israel said, because people are trying to take the U-turn down that road, down this expressway. So this is between Lagos and Ogun States.
Don't worry.
Well.
Today, like I say today, on a bicycle, on a trekking,
And then we need you to work your leg muscles.
I will take your boots.
Yeah. These
I'll take your
boots were
boots.
made for walking.
Guys, we see how Shola
And that's
Thompson
just
on,
one. Okay, guys. We see how Shola. We're still
go back to
talking
the
about
Oscars.
the Oscars.
Shola, are you still with us? Hope you're not stuck in the traffic.
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm still here.
All right.
my
So,
God.
Ekemi, there was something you were talking about when we went on a quick break. I would like you to.
Oh
ask
yes.
Shola
So when we
that
went on a
too.
break, I was telling the guys that it's like what I said, that comedies and romances always, like almost like clockwork, you're never going to see it if there is no depth of heaven or heaviness about it. And it makes me wonder, is art only art when there is pain and suffering?
Because that's what the Oscars
Because
seem
it's
to recognize.
every single time. Does it mean like you can't put in good work if you're not
I would
suffering?
say, no. So, for example, one of my favorite movies, actually would be my most romantic movie of all time, is Silver Linings Playbook.
Ooh.
I thought you were going to say
Right? Silver
Titanic.
Linings Playbook.
Love
my
it.
most romantic movie of all time. Now, but guess what? She got nominated. She won an Oscar for Silver Linings Playbook. And that's, the lady. What was with me and names today?
I can't remember right.
She was alongside Bradley Cooper for Silver Linings Playbook, and
I've forgotten her name,
won an Oscar for that. Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence won an Oscar for that, and then there are other comedies as well that basically that have been nominated from, but it just has to have like good quality, and it also has to have, so it's like this, right? A lot of movies are recycled. It seems like they're just recycling the same thing over and over again, just for the sake of making money. Now, anytime this happens, you realize that a lot of people just feel like, okay, you're not being inventive. You're using a formulaic situation for your movie, and that's not going to be something that's going to be recognized for an Oscar. Like Get Out, for example. Get Out is basically like a horror movie,
Yeah.
right? That's, but that's horror being nominated for Best Picture. And typically you'd expect like a drama or maybe even a thriller, but mostly a drama to actually get nominated. So you don't necessarily have to suffer. You just have to be inventive. You have to be creative. You have to be thinking outside the box and not using a formulaic structure for your movie.
Okay. So, Shola, because of time, we'll have to let you go very soon, but I just will have one last question for you. While you were talking, while you were speaking, I was looking at I was bringing it back home to Nigeria. And because people are already comparing how the rise of Afrobeats and music is going, the trajectory at which we're moving so fast. But the movies are not, even though we're crossing box office billions and things like that, nominations on international scale is quite limited. So why do you think this is happening? Do you think that our movies are not good enough to get, proper nominations in the Oscars and, the Emmys and things like that? Or what do you think is missing?
So with the music, right, what you have is a producer and the artist. Let's be honest, that's
Okay.
all you need. Just two people, right? But
And
then if
maybe
you're doing a
hype
movie, you need actor, director, cinematographer, producer, sound guy, sound effects, continuity. Now, the moment you have more than two people coming together to create something, when in most cases you don't have those people, most of them are trying to be directors. You know, the guy that's supposed to be handling camera, he's trying to be director, supposed to be like, I want to be a good camera guy.
Yeah.
The cinematographer is also director. Producer is trying to be director. Their main aim is we want to make money, we want to make billions. When it comes to the art itself, a lot of people just basically feel like, oh no, we would neglect it. And then the excuse we keep making for ourselves, the excuse that, oh, you know, it's just because, oh, this movie is, even, there are some movies that we submit for Oscar consideration.
Yes.
And I'm like, stop, like, just stop. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even 5, 8, 10 years ago, those movies would still not be nominated.
Wow.
Then go to 20 years.
Wow.
Because the art keeps evolving. So it is about art. It's about the way they express themselves based on how they execute the project. So I see some projects now and I'm like, I get it. You guys feel like you're good enough to actually be nominated, but you still don't understand that what it requires, like the focus, the attention to detail, the acting. The acting alone, like understanding how to embody a character and then understand how to dedicate yourself to bringing that character to life alone. So yeah, trust me.
So we're just not there yet.
We're not there yet, Abby. That's what you're saying.
If you were to predict how long, how much time would it take us to close this gap? Because it's like a very, very wide gap.
So the problem is. So the problem is this. I believe that Nollywood is a microcosm of Nigeria, right?
Oh, okay.
And for Nollywood, for movies to work to get that international acclaim, all the moving parts have to work in synergy. And if you live in Nigeria, you know that when it comes to synergy, that's like a fairy tale. The moving parts, it can't.
We don't know the meaning of the word
because there's tribalism. There's I want more money. Oh no, then there's I want to be the main director. There's a lack of respect for the art. So, and as we're trying to get it right, guess what's happening? The rest of the world is already getting there. Is moving faster than we are. Do you understand what I'm saying? So then there's the corruption as well. There's now, especially you bringing up the box office that we recently played. Don't get me started.
Hey!
Shola, don't give them.
Breaking tables is reclaimed.
It's okay. We'll take it.
Oh my God.
Let's just keep enjoying our love story and be moving like that.
Our YouTube movies.
Let's be going.
We're trying, Sha.
We're doing our best.
We're trying.
Shola.
Mommy, what time did they think? So we're trying. But thank you so much, Shola Thompson, for joining us on this conversation for today. Be sure that we'll call you back again, oh.
Yes.
We'll definitely call
We'll
you
call you back in March when the results are finally out.
We'll call you back.
We'll make it a date.
Say, I told you. Sinners took 12. You say only 3. I'll put it to you.
Oh, that's Tayana.
Yes, we'll have you in the studio to discuss the results
bring you here
for sure.
So I can hold your hand and say, it was 12.
Yes, Tayana might surprise you.
And I will have the shekere in your face.
You have shekere in his face. Thank you very much, Shola, for joining us.
Thank you so much, Shola.
Thank you.
I love it.
I mean, one particular
we
thing.
are all sinners, are we not?
Yeah.
I was expecting that.
I feel like one particular
grace.
Nomination that stood out for me has to be the first woman of color. That's Dorald Akapoor.
Yeah.
Best cinematography for the movie Sinners.
Yes.
It really stood out for me. I particularly love
See,
that.
women supporting women.
Yeah.
There was
women
even a number of
Taraji was supposed to be nominated as well. Taraji P. Henson.
Calm down. It's okay.
I was hoping that.
Relax,
why did you say where Shola was on?
You already said you want to find outside the bed.
It was so you pillow from there.
All right, guys, let's move on now to our topic, or should we call it cruise control?
No,
it's cruise control.
It's cruise control. I want to catch cruise on this.
I have to say this. The thing that I said about the Oscars being like too serious still stands. And so now we're going from the Oscar to
Let's
cruise
go
control.
to some cruise.
To being serious?
Oh yeah, Kate, take it away.
Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo has sparked a major debate online after saying that if you remove money from the equation, most men cannot truly lead.
Hey.
According to him, leadership goes beyond financial provision and should include emotional intelligence, character, vision, and responsibility. These are the qualities he believes many men struggle with today. As expected, social media reacted instantly. While some users agreed, saying leadership is more than just money, others pushed back, insisting that financial stability is still a key part of leadership. We're going to check out some reactions that, of course, caught our attention, and we cruise control on it. But, of course, this is Kingsley Okonkwo's tweet, Pastor Kingsley, by the way. We're going to take his tweet before we take some of the reactions. It says, outside money, most men don't have the spiritual, emotional, mental, moral capacity to lead a woman in today's world. And even the money, the men don't even have it.
This was the line that killed me.
A lot of men today are carrying an outdated syllabus and a cake mindset that was developed when women were not educated or did not work. Being the head today is no more about paying rent and paying school fees. You must be a quality man. Now, these are some of the
tweets in the thread that
it was
he
like
made.
a thread, and it was inviting people for a particular. So yeah, that's for that. So we take some reactions now. This one is from Chikarito Henry. It says, I disagree. Providing is still a core part of leadership. Stability matters. Money alone does not make a man a leader. But in reality, leadership without provision is often just theory.
I think this person didn't read the tweet, but we'll come to that.
Scroll Edinger
Schrödinger.
says, marriage is a team sport. There is no leader or follower. Nobody has all the knowledge. Let your spouse lead in any aspect that matches their strengths. Gender roles are a case.
Let me check this one first.
This one don't go bring another leg inside.
Don't carry leg different.
Ma Obi Mojo here says, truth is most women do not even value other roles of men apart from providing. Wow. With all due respect,
You know when they say with all due respect and they're about to disrespect you?
Yes.
with all due respect, most men in this case might be the small circle of men you have met or around you. The world is bigger than that circle.
Gang.
Hear the voice. Here says, now why I know they go church with this. Now you can't start bill. That's your problem.
We'll not ask you.
The success girly says money funds a lifestyle. It cannot replace presence, integrity, or direction.
Hey.
I won't save day.
Big Ifeko here says, thanks for this. Some men are not leaders without money. Optimus Joikis here says, based on the arguments from them so far, you are not far from the truth, sir. But as for me, I don't want any man to provide for me with the mindset of ownership. That's why I don't subscribe to the concept of bride price. I don't want to be owned by any man.
We love it.
Now, wow.
We love it.
And the final one, Chain Etata, here says, sir, if you ask 100% of women, sir, if you ask 100% of women will tell you they want a man with money. Women today are not as virtuous as your days. They openly shame and abuse broke men.
Why are you taking seconds?
Already.
The oro choke. Again, okay, from that last tweet, I would say, I want to understand where he's coming from with that thing he said. Because these days, if you go on social media and you listen to podcasts of different people, or, you know, when you have these conversations, or they ask these guys who go around to ask people about what kind of man would they want, and everybody is, most people are always saying, a man who doesn't earn this amount, I can't be with him. They've made relationships just about how much the person, the guy in particular, earns. If he's not bringing money that they expect him to bring, then he's not a real man in that quote.
Not a quality
He's not a
man.
quality
man,
So,
yes.
would you say some people who responded are wrong because someone said the ladies of nowadays don't even want the other qualities, just have money?
The same reason why, I'm so sorry, Kemini, the same reason why some people will stay in abusive relationships because they feel like he has money.
It's
and that's
funding
where
my
the
lifestyle.
phrase comes from. I would rather cry in a Ferrari than cry in a Keke Marua. There's that.
So here's what I want to say in response to that, right? People's realities do not negate what should be right. or what is proper standard. The fact that in this day and age, we're seeing a lot of people pick financial stability, and I put it in quotes because sometimes these things go beyond stability. You just want a luxurious lifestyle. You have enough to be stable, but you want soft life, right? Now we have people who desire that life, but it doesn't mean that that is what is proper. And I think that that's what Pastor Kingsley was trying to put out, to say that outside of money, there are more things to strive for. And there are people responding to say, oh, a lot of women these days, they only want the money. The fact that they do doesn't mean that he's wrong. No, outside of the money. It's not necessarily
a bad thing. It's not even a bad thing, because we know like better things.
I think that those two truths need to coexist. They can coexist.
They can coexist.
We need people that have money, but we need people that have integrity, people that have a sense of direction as well. I think what he's trying to say is, as a man, he's trying to say that as a man, if all you have is money, then you have not started.
And you don't have all that.
And you don't have a sense of direction. You don't have integrity. You're not reliable. We cannot trust you. You don't have presence. There's no emotional intelligence. Then your money really, especially because I told you that the line that hit me the hardest was when he said, and some men don't even have the money.
Okay, so let me also backtrack to another tweet that came up. The person said some people shame and
abuse broke men. Yeah.
Right. So you don't even want to know if he has these other qualities. The first thing they come at first is, does he have money? What does he do?
What are his finances?
How much is he earning? So if you are attacking, or would I call it attacking? Or if your first inquiry of a person is how much they earn, that shows what is of importance to you
as a
at
person,
the time, as a person. So that is where I think most of the responses are coming from. Because if you are looking for somebody who has direction, who has these other qualities, would you first ask that question of, okay, what thing they do?
Are you a leader?
Are you a leader? Do you have integrity in you? What is your vision? Show me your accountability. Let me see. Do you have a plan? I need to see. No, they ask you, son, sir, what does he do? Your parents will ask you that.
What does he do?
That's why I said that these two things need, they can coexist. And they can coexist.
But now,
I think Pastor Kingsley is trying to speak against the extremities.
What comes first? Because they can coexist. As he has money, he has a vision in integrity. But unfortunately, something has to come first.
That's why.
But you know, that's why I think I agree with what
Ekemini said about these. Both of them can actually coexist. Because the backlash is also, it's valid. The backlash is getting on this particular post is valid, because the truth is, some men mask the deeper deficiency that they have with the fact that they have money they can provide. That's all. Or they have the financial capability to take care of the home. Or leadership has changed now from before. There is only, you want to pay school fees, you want to buy food and then disappear and leave everything else and be an absent father. Now you have to be present.
The other day, there was a series of tweets that were talking about men helping out in the house, and a particular guy put out this very horrendous tweet that I will not recap, but just talking about how, because you're seeing me in the house, I'm not out there chasing money, so you think that I should come and be changing the child's diapers. Do you get? So I think Pastor Kingsley is addressing mindsets like that. Like, my guy, the fact that you're bringing money to the table does not mean that you're a person of quality, because anybody can make money, especially now that women are making money. So if we remove the money that you are making, what else are you bringing to the table, sir? And with that, we have to wrap up the show.
This is quite unrelated. I just want to say it. It's quite unrelated. Someone said, when a man makes money, he thinks of taking care of a woman. When a woman makes money, she thinks of leaving the man. But let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, maybe we'll touch on that next week.
Not necessarily.
But thank you so much. Thank you for sticking with us. We hope you enjoyed the conversation on the Oscars. We hope you're not still stuck in traffic. But if you are, you can watch the show over and over again. We're fun company. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys next week. Bye from me and the gang.
Bye!
Goodbye, my darlings.
Let me shake. He said bye. See you on